And hello everybody and welcome back to Descent into Avernus. We are on session 12, I believe. So that's fun for us. Some announcements before we begin. If you like podcasts, check out Mimics Monstrosities on Podbean, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. You can get caught up on all of our episodes for Beneath the Tide, our pirate campaign that runs on Wednesdays. The most recent episode has just been uploaded, so check it out. And it's fun if you like pirates. What else? Check out the latest episode of Soldiers of the Lich Queen on our Twitch VOD. That was fun today. It was a lot of fun. There was tea had. What else? That's really it for announcements. So, little recap before we begin. Y'all worked on leaving Elturel last session. And, it actually went pretty well. You guys went to the edge of Elturel and looked down the 600 or so feet down. Noticed there were chains kind of descending all around the city that you could take the chains down if you wanted to, a safe route. And you noticed when you looked over that you saw fiends battling all over the landscape of Avernus near the river Styx. And that there is these demonic kind of barges on the river shooting at, attacking sort of, laying an assault, a siege, if you will, on the beaches surrounding the battlefield. And the party decided to jump off the edge of Elturel. And as you guys fell, you kind of tried to aim where you were going to land, and luckily nobody landed in the midst of the battling demons and devils. And in the river Styx, both would have been pretty bad. After Lulu told you the effects of the river Styx and what it would do after getting some of her memories back. But you all landed on a demonic barge, and the demons and devils that were kind of on, or the creatures that were on this, the demons that were on this barge, were not too thrilled by that, seeing these just random individuals just appear and started attacking. And a pit fiend that was in the battle basically just screamed, "Deal with them, whatever, get them out of the way." And a battle ensued, and it was rough. It was real rough. And it ended up with Sephrin being killed, along with Kelzu, who is Kelzu was essentially, for lack of a better term, torn asunder by just torn asunder by these demons. And eventually you all were teleported away by Lulu into a cave nearby where Kelzu was buried and Sephrin was brought back to life mysteriously, no one really knowing why. But yeah, Kelzu was buried, everyone said a few words, and decided that the best path forward would be to continue their trek towards Fort Knucklebone, like Lulu suggested, in their quest to retrieve Zariel's old sword that she held before she became an archdevil. And we're actually going to pick up with you all waking up from a long rest. So Sephrin, Mortis, and Salen, you guys are getting up from a long rest. But as you're all waking up from a long rest, I need everybody to make wisdom saving throws. Everyone. Well, first, let's have to determine who's making a wisdom saving throw. Salen, what's your alignment?
I guess chaotic good.
Make a saving throw.
Okay,
Wisdom saving throw. Mortis, what's your alignment? Muted.
Yeah, muted dude.
Sorry, lawful neutral.
Lawful neutral, make a saving throw. Wisdom saving throw. And Sephrin.
Lawful good.
Saving throw, please.
And got a natural 1.
Natural 1. Okay. Mortis?
15.
15. Alrighty. Salen?
22.
22.
Yeah, I got proficiency in that.
Alright, cool. Alrighty, awesome. Thank you. That's all I needed. And as you're all waking up, you see a figure kind of standing at the mouth of this cave, very short and gnome-like. And they're kind of just like staring at you all sleeping, essentially. So when you wake up, you just see this gnome kind of maybe 10 feet away, just at the mouth of the cave, staring.
Just staring.
Yeah.
Guten Morgen?
Oh, you're up. Hi.
Hi.
Shall we help you?
Maybe. My name's Kronder.
Fonda.
So that's your name. What are you doing here? Why are you doing here? Who are you? Like more generally, Salem. Hi.
Nice to meet ya.
Is it? That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, haven't heard that in a while, actually.
Oh, yeah, some people kind of lose their manners down here in hell.
I can agree to
Everyone.
that.
Yeah.
So essentially he's just like this very like hunched over, really just like weathered looking old deep gnome. He's like in like his like late 300s.
Okay.
And he's just like got this like he's just like kind of like crunched over and just like yeah, well, I kind of found myself here looking for information, and I just kind of saw this cave, and I thought, great, somewhere to stay. And then you were already here.
Well, if you're not gonna kill us right away, you're welcome to stay here with us. We were just getting ready to leave.
Oh, that sounds nice. It's been a while since I've hung out with anybody.
All right, come on in. Morris is just gonna make way for him, but he's just gonna put his weapon to his side.
Okay. Um. By the way, I was waiting for these to be done percolating. I have some new elixirs.
Oh,
For
what are those?
alchemical elixirs. Relatively short term, but they are fairly potent. Uh, on that note, the flying elixir that I handed out, probably best to empty it out somewhere not here. It may have the consistency of tar. Let me put it that way. This one, and she takes one of her elixirs out. Looks very. It doesn't seem to have a consistent nature. Like 1 second it's light and bubbly and yellow. The next it's dark red and viscous. So this, I believe, will allow one to transform. Not quite in the way of Miss Salen, but more in a limited fashion. For instance, if you needed to grow claws, if you needed to grow gills, if you needed to look like someone else without the need of illusion.
Are you talking about the alter self spell?
That is exactly the spell.
Oh, that's a cool one.
Do you know spells at all?
Oh, I know so many. And then I'm gonna like take out my spell book and like it's just like this like big old like weathered tome and just like plop it down and like a thunk. And I'm like, yes. I know lots of spells.
Morris is just gonna pull his sword just a little bit closer.
Okay.
Huh.
So, just in case, and this one, not sure how useful this would be. It's blue. Looks like it's sparking a little bit. There seems to be a little, looks like a little spine kind of float, like sinking on the bottom of the flask. Is this
Where
one?
did you get them bones?
Oh, haven't you noticed? I pick up things wherever I go.
Oh yeah, no, it's just most things we've been killing have been like into goo.
Oh yeah, I don't need much. A spine here, a bone fragment there, little bit. This one will allow someone to be a little bit faster. So, just in case we need to run like hell, one of us can. I think I'll take that one.
Yeah. I've also we almost died on a demon barge, and I'm sorry, I forget your name.
Oh, it's Kronder
Kronta.
with a K.
Oh yeah, no, that's how I heard it in my head.
Okay, cool.
Like you pronounced the K really clearly to me.
Thank you.
Yeah. We almost died on a demon barge.
Well, that's not good.
No. So I've been trying to figure out a spell or something that we can do just so we can't get grappled quite so easily.
I mean,
So.
I can cast Misty Step.
Oh, that's great. I've never thought of learning how to do that. I can kind of just do that.
Oh, that's so cool.
And it's a family thing.
I love it.
Never met my family.
That's true.
Never met your family.
Kronder? No, I don't think so. Anyways, Kronder, you gonna hang out in this cave? Because we're heading out somewhere.
Oh, where are you going?
Well, we're going to Fort Knucklebone.
Huh. I wonder if I'll find any cool stuff there.
I mean, I don't know where or what that is. But if you want to come with us.
We could always use a spellcaster.
I would love to. That's so kind of you. It'll be a lot safer for an old man like me to travel with a group too.
How did you arrive here? How did you arrive here?
I'm not gonna lie to you. It's all pretty fuzzy. I was doing some research. I'm kind of big on the whole learning stuff. I love it. So I was just one day I was at the local mage's tower. I was reading some of the forbidden texts. Big flashes of light, some smoke, and I was in hell, and I've just been kind of figuring it out from there, I guess.
I know all about that. Clerics love their forbidden texts.
And I mean, like, what makes you want to read a book more than a big "do not read this" book sign?
It's not I much. Have to agree.
It's so tempting.
I can agree with that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Just like when I cursed armor.
I mean, I've been in a similar situation. One time I was trying to mix up some elixirs months ago, and I was, how to put this, I had bunny ears for about a week.
Oh, that's pretty interesting.
That sounds really adorable.
You would think so until people start pulling on them. It's like a natural response. It is very weird.
Yeah.
Well, shall we start going? Everyone feeling like they have vim and vigor?
I haven't felt like I had vigor in probably 100 or so years, but
I know
I'm
that
ready.
feeling.
I'm ready.
I know that feeling.
I can do vim. if Mortis can do the vigor.
I can put in about that much vigor. Yeah, I can try that.
There we go.
It's been 100 years past my prime, but I should be able to pull something out.
So, looking at the poster map you guys have of Avernus given to you, Fort Knucklebone is not on it. But Lulu
Wait.
knows the direction.
Okay.
So
Oh,
whenever
what's
you guys
this
are good.
now?
And you see this kind of golden, tiny flying elephant with angel wings kind of flying around Cronador, and it's just like, or Cronder, and it's Skonder, and it's just, oh hello, I'm Lulu.
Oh, you're real cool looking. And I'm gonna like take out like a little pair of like glasses so I can like see better, you know, and be like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool.
Thanks.
I'm gonna put my glasses away.
Forget pigs flying. We
I'm
got
an
elephants
elephant.
now.
Oh, they're calling me a pig.
I never call you a
Never.
pig. You've healed me. You've saved my ass one too many times.
Yeah, I just didn't get to save Kelzu.
I think he's okay with that.
It is fair to say, but I think he is quite happy where he is.
That's sad.
Them death cultists have their own view of that stuff. You just gotta let them
Damn.
have their thing.
He really was a death cultist, huh?
It is
Yeah.
sad with a question mark, Lulu.
Didn't get to drink the Kool-Aid though.
Sometimes the Kool-Aid drinks you.
Sometimes the Kool-Aid is a four-armed monster.
Now
Yeah,
I'm just
sometimes
imagining
like-
a chaos Kool-Aid man.
Well, now I'm just
Right,
That's
imagining
just
a
regular
mimic,
Kool-Aid man.
a mimic
down.
jug of Kool-Aid.
Oh,
But Lulu's like, whenever you guys are ready, just let me know.
All right. Well, let's get moving then. The sooner the better.
oh, we're super not ready, but let's go.
Whoops. I need the marching order. I'll say Lulu's kind of in front. She'll be on the
No.
person's shoulder, whoever is in front.
Seth
I can take lead so that we can follow my pace if you don't mind. I'm a little slower these days.
Works for me.
Wizard in the front.
Wish I had Tense's floating disc.
I'm good
Oh,
to go
that's a good idea.
second.
Okay,
Zephyrin
so
will be in the middle.
Salen and then Zephyrin. Yeah, keep the squishy people in the middle, but the wizard's in front. That's fine. And
I'm
Mortis
gonna
is in the back.
cast Mage Armor also.
Excellent. And that lasts for 8 hours?
Yes.
Yep. Okay. So you leave the cave and get back into the almost unbearable, putrid, sticky heat of Avernus. The river Styx is flowing very close by, but you do your best to kind of avoid the river and not step into it based on what Lulu told you. Kronder, you know about the river Styx anyways, so you know about its capabilities should one fall into it, drink from it, etc. So you know well enough to avoid it as well. And you guys start walking on this barren landscape, red rock and dirt. You can hear the sounds of that demonic devil conflict happening the miles away they are happening. You can hear just the sounds of metal on metal and flesh being torn asunder. The sound of the demonic barges, cannons, just. But you're hugging it very close to the river Styx because, well, it's just a safe place to walk, and there's kind of this rocky outcrop kind of covering you and hiding you from any demons or devils seeing you. And after about an hour, it kind of feels like you've walked more than an hour, almost like you've been walking for an entire day. Traversing the hells. It's incredibly hot here. It's disgusting. It's clinging to you. After about an hour, I need everybody to make Constitution saving throws.
Oh boy.
Ooh. Wow, that's okay.
Hey. Oh, 16 for me.
16.
A dirty 20.
Oh, nice. I
Okay.
also got a 16.
7.
7. Okay.
This is no country for old men.
So
Would you
who?
like me to carry you?
So who all got below a 10? Or an 11, rather. Sorry. Just Kronder, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Kronder. It was a little more rough for you. Actually, Sephirin, you don't make that saving throw.
Oh.
But it doesn't matter. You succeeded anyway.
Oh yeah, because she's fire resistant. I forgot.
So yeah, from this maybe that's the reason. From the combination of like impressive heat and supernatural malevolence, it's like weighs on your bodies and souls. Kronder, you take 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh man.
Would you like a
I
ride?
am exhausted. I mean, I wouldn't say no to one.
Oh yeah, no problem. And Salem will just like wild shape into just like a big kind of brown and gray, using tiger stats, just like big poofy chunky cat.
Okay.
I don't need summon steed. What would I need summon steed for? There's no reason for summon steed.
That's real nice of you. Thank you. I am now on Big Chunky Cat.
Big
Yes.
chunky cat.
But after this hour passes,
Look like those horrifying Russian cats.
Yes. The
Palace cats.
Palace cats. And after the hour, up ahead, you guys can see what looks like a fortified compound that sits atop a low plateau that rises out of a crater-pocked landscape. The center of the compound is a hill of rust-colored stone that resembles a hand clawing out of the ground with gaps between the fingers. A jagged wall made of rock, bones, and metal debris surrounds this hand-shaped hill. Other highlights visible from this distance include a gatehouse, atop which stands a half-dozen figures on watch. Excuse me.
What is our approach here?
Do we just go up? Do I know anything about Fort Knucklebone?
That it is sort of the base of operations for someone called Mad Maggie.
Okay.
And her kind of cult, cadre. Yeah.
Okay.
So what are you all looking for at Fort Knucklebone?
We're hoping to find a sword of some kind. Apparently there might be a new ruler in hell down here, and the sword might be able to beat her or something.
Well, do you have anything that you could give to Mad Maggie to get us in?
A mouthful of Warhammer?
I don't think that's gonna work.
All right, everyone. Time to pony up. Let's see what we got.
Are you guys walking and talking? Or are you standing at a distance, kind of discussing how to approach?
I would hope standing at a distance.
Yeah.
We're definitely standing at a distance.
Okay.
I mean, I hate to suggest this. I can create magical items, and those that are on my person, including Spatz, and the mechanical pseudo-dragon just kind of lands onto the shoulder.
Well, I have 1 diamond encrusted boot, so I've got a diamond. We can use that for whatever we want. I don't really care about it.
Well, let me look, and Stefan kind of unfurls this kind of long, like this scroll of all the stuff she can make. Let's see. Yeah, I can replicate various magical items. I can
Maybe
create.
Mad Maggie wants a magic cat.
getting spats.
Oh no,
about-
I was talking about me.
Oh,
Then I bite her in her sleep.
okay.
Give her
Give
the
me
old kickaroo.
give me a heart attack, sir.
Oh no. Spats
Um,
is your thing. I would never.
I could also just kind of I could teach her, offer to teach her the find familiar spell if she wants.
True.
If she wants a
Um,
magic cat.
Maybe she wants. Oh. Maybe she's got a job for us to do. I don't know.
We want to perhaps send a scout, see how hostile the gods are.
I mean, yeah, we could just walk up like hands in the air.
That is a lot of gods.
But
I can go up if you want.
Well, I don't know.
If you are insisting, you have a means of returning.
It's always the getting back part that's a problem.
Because I do have that speed potion.
Yeah, I have some spells.
Well,
Okay.
plus, I mean, if Mad Maggie's she's got a fort and it's holding off devils and demons, maybe she needs allies.
Maybe she does.
So
Could be.
we're gonna try and negotiate this then.
Hopefully. Oh, I actually have an idea. So, funnily enough, this isn't what I would call it an infusion. This is just a little trick, little party trick. I can infuse an item to relay a message.
Oh, so you could like announce us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, say, hey, we are hopefully friends.
Mm-hmm.
If you
And
are
if Mad Maggie is a devil, she'll like the kind of, formality that we're doing. Because they
exactly.
love that.
Yeah. So, do we want Schwartz to carry a message?
Yeah.
Okay.
That we're strong, capable, seeking entry. Should we say that we're looking for Chucko and Chonk?
Could be. This message needs to be up to 25 words.
Oof.
So,
Harsh character limit.
yeah, that is better than nothing.
Oh yeah.
Do we even have a name for ourselves, or are we just Zephyrin, Salen, Mortis, and our new friend here?
We used to be part of the Flaming Fist for like a hot second.
The flaming finger.
Well, I'm not the adventurer here.
I mean, a
but-
group name does seem like a good idea, but I just got here, so.
True. But, I mean, if we can just say via the Iron Boot, that saves some characters aside from saying
The who?
Iron Boot, Das Boot.
Das Boot.
Just putting it out, sir.
What about the diamond boot? Because you've got that diamond boot.
Yeah, but I don't want to advertise the diamond boot, and it's only one diamond boot.
That is true. And I mean, if we call ourselves the Diamond Boot, that does put something of a It puts a mark on our heads. It implies, hey, we have diamond boots. Come
We're
rob
walking
us.
on diamonds. Mug us. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Perhaps we just say we are a group of adventurers.
Yeah.
So we are a group of adventurers. We seek an audience with Madam Maggie. We mean you no harm. We wish to talk.
I mean, yeah, do we really want an audience? That sounds like a lot.
Well, we might make a friend in hell. Who knows?
Okay.
And friends can be useful.
Yeah. No. Big fan of new friends, me.
Okay. So Zephyrin will take a little pebble off the ground. Probably goes hot, 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 hot. Okay, and she will use her magical tinkering.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of drops it in a little vial full of reactive ingredients and kind of speaks the aforementioned message into the vial. Plops the now very like chartreuse colored pebble out to her hand, puts it in Spat's jaws, has it fly away in a, it doesn't make a beeline for the soldier. It kind of, goes up and around, very friendly like, and
Okay.
attempts to play the message for the nearest guard.
All right. So the guards you see are kind of like walking along the ramparts. Are only kind of 6 of these tiny individuals, small individuals. They look like they might be gnomish, but from a distance you can't exactly tell. They kind of like wild facial hair and red little hats on, and they're just like pointing at Schwartz, and they're just like, you can just hear them like murmuring amongst themselves, and one's like trying to throw pebbles at it, like oh, and then it just kind of plays the message, and they look around and they go, and they go back to doing their guard shift.
I think we can take these jokers.
Yeah.
And they're kind of standing on. They're kind of standing in the guard, like on top of the guardhouse.
Yeah. I mean, in the instance, we can use them as assets. You never know.
Yeah, what if we just go and try talking to him?
I mean, yeah. It would be sort of nice to not get into a huge, fight to the death with some people that we meet.
Fair enough.
It'd be a nice change.
Yeah, and all they did was throw pebbles at Schwartz. Didn't exactly, sound the alarm.
I mean, and honestly, I was a little tempted to also throw a pebble or two.
Well, let us go with our best foot forward, perhaps. Mortis, why don't you take the lead on this one?
Sounds good to me.
We will back you up.
All right, just don't run.
I don't intend on running today.
Mortis is going to take the lead.
All right. As you guys approach, one of these small individuals, you can see their features a little better. Pointed ears, kind of hooked noses. They're small. They're about the size of a gnome. Red little hats that kind of hang off their back of their heads. They got like wild white facial hair. Some have mustaches, some have full beards. And one of them looks down at you and goes, "What's the password?"
Guten Morgen. She kind of like...
That's not the password!
You remember this? And she kind of holds up Schwartz.
That's great. What's the password?
Please.
No.
Huh.
Lulu, do you know the password?
No. And one of the other ones goes, we don't have a password. And all of these little guys kind of fall on the ground and start laughing. Like, and they stand back up. How bad do you want in?
How bad do you want to not let us in?
Do a little dance. We'll let you all in if you do a dance.
Well, but wait, hang on.
That seems reasonable.
I feel like you guys should do a dance first. I'm not dancing for people if I don't know
No,
if
we're
y'all
the
can dance
guards.
or not.
We're the guards.
Yeah,
You don't
but
have to do
why
what you
should I
say.
trust your dance judgment?
Just
You're not paying us.
Just do the dance. It's better than fighting. Zephyrin will. She will
Everybody
dance the
dancing.
polka.
Everybody dancing. Give me performance checks.
Okay.
All right.
This is gonna go so bad.
It's a natural one as I do the old man shuffle.
You do the old man shuffle, and you feel like your hip bones go in a place they shouldn't, and you fall
Oh
over.
god. Oh god.
Oh.
Oh.
And the little guys start going. He's so old.
Very old.
He really is.
What's Zephyrin get?
Zephyrin, funnily enough, got an 18.
All right. See just like amazing dance, and like they're in trance after a trance for a bit, and then as soon as Kronder falls, they just look back at him, going, and just laughing at Kronder on the ground. What everybody else get?
Yeah. So Salem is gonna just like take her druidic focus and go like, and like start unwinding bits of like the sort of silk noble outfit that she keeps in and ties it on to the U branch, and then does a rhythmic gymnastics routine
Oh, amazing!
to the tune of a 19.
All right, and they look at it for a minute, and they just go back to pointing and laughing at Kronder on the ground. Mortis, what'd you get?
19.
So miraculously, you actually do a pretty good dance in your armor, and with your shield, you're just like, what does that look like? What does that dance look like?
What is that dance?
It probably seems like he's trying to do the
It's-
the one-man band, kind of using his armor as drums.
He's just kind of doing like a war shuffle kind of thing, and he's every once in a while he's banging on his shield in rhythm.
All right, so that's good. How about you all sing a song?
You said you'd let us in after the dance.
Yeah,
though.
but we want to hear a song now. A song, or you can wrestle the old one.
That sounds like a trap.
And then one of the other ones kind of just pipes up and says, you guys really need to stop quit. Like, you need to stop standing around like idiots. Come on, get in here. And he opens the gate. And they're just cackling the entire time. Just,
Zephyrin kind of gives him a
stupid.
stink eye
So
on the way out.
stupid.
Thank you very much.
And you guys enter the fort, and the area is enclosed by the rampart, is littered with trash and mechanical parts, some put together in a way that resembles a vehicle. Ramshackle structures built from the same junk as the outer wall provide shelter. A platoon of small fey creatures mills about, looking like feral gnomes. Several of them sport tall red caps, some of which drip with a vile ichor, very similar to the ones you just saw at the guardhouse. And a pair of Kenku examine one of the strange vehicles, chattering to each other in high-pitched squawks. These Kenku carry an assortment of strange tools. And when they all kind of see you, they stare in wonder. Before you guys can even act, one of the Kenku goes, "Brrr!" And then this Kenku starts waving your direction, as if telling you to remain where you are. What a deal! Patience is virtue! Can't keep the bus waiting! And he runs off into one of the trash structures. Moments later, he returns, leading a tall creature wearing a long, tattered shift, covered in mud, blood, mold, and looks to be other worse things. And the hag's eyes seem to move independently of each other as she approaches, her straggly brown hair hanging in front of them. Resting on each shoulder are red-eyed ravens that seem to be scrutinizing you and your group. Behind her, a hulking creature built of disparate, fiendish parts trudges along, and hopping as it walks. And then both of the hag's eyes kind of focus keenly on your group, and on Lulu specifically. My goodness! The hag croaked, kind of spittle dribbling from her mouth. Where did you find such a treasure?
We brought this one. Brought this one with us. We are on something of a mission.
To do what?
It is a bit of a laundry list at the moment, but we are here to secure and bring order to a town which was misplaced here and secure the former blade of Zariel.
Oh. And we're looking to, I think, unlock some of my memories.
Save Elturel, get the memories back. I
that-
know they both sound dumb, but
I can unlock Lulu's memories. Yeah, Lulu, you're... Oh.
That'd be very helpful.
Well,
Good.
we need rituals. For the ritual of we need supplies for the ritual of memory unlocking.
Of course. What kind of materials?
Oh. Lots.
No, lots of what, though?
Yeah.
What?
You mean what kind? You know, I've not taught a frog or
do you have any seeds or twigs? Interesting mosses?
No, I can. It'll just take me some time to gather the required materials.
Oh,
So you guys have some time to, feel at home. Talk to everyone. Make friends. And she also has a pair of, goggles, strapped to her forehead. They're kind of like welder's goggles. That's someone who, makes stuff would wear. And she kind of gestures to, all these, vehicles made of, metal and trash. Maybe, if this goes well, I can give you one of these infernal machines. And Kronder, you've seen an infernal machine before on your travels to finding the group, or when you found the group on your little journey? So you're familiar with the infernal machines.
Okay.
Massive, just basically motorcycles and giant, Mad Max-esque vehicles that demons use to patrol the hellscapes.
That seems very nice of you.
Those look like fun.
They're fun. They're powered by souls.
There it is.
ah,
that's a
something
little...
to say run on.
Yeah.
Soul coins.
Sounds about
Oh.
right.
Yeah.
You're gonna want
Okay.
soul coins if you're gonna want to make deals with, trade with devils and stuff. Not all the devils and demons you're gonna encounter are gonna want to kill you. Some are just here to, make a living.
And what would be a good way to get a hold of these soul coins?
There's ways.
Do you have a few that you're looking to get rid of?
No, I use them to power my machines.
Fair enough. Well, are we able to, if we were to say knock a demon or a devil over and frisk him, might he have some on him?
Possibly.
That's all I need to know.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Anyways, it's gonna take me a few hours to kind of sort this out. So, you can just talk to the gang. They call themselves the Knucklebones gang. Just talk to them. They might have some little things for you to do here to help out. And I think just give me a few hours and everything should be good to go to unlock Lulu's memories.
You got a library.
Nope.
Fuck.
Also, just in case I need to call on you all, what are your names?
Oh, I'm Cronder.
Grounder. That's fun. And
I'm Mortis.
one of her eyes kind of looks at Mortis, and then one of her other eyes looks at Sephron. Mortis, and you are
Sephron von Brandt.
excellent, and you. And both of the eyes kind of look at Salen.
Oh, Sal.
Sal.
Mhm.
Like salad.
Yeah, close enough.
Excellent. I'm Mad Maggie. This is Mickey. And she points to the weird amalgamation of fiendish body parts stitched together behind her.
It's good to meet you, Maggie and Mickey.
Did you make Mickey?
I did.
Oh, how'd you do it?
Body parts and magic.
Oh, that's real cool.
Maybe if you're nice enough, I'll teach you.
Oh, that sounds great.
It would. Such a creature would be very useful, I think.
Yeah. I mean, Cronder, you could ride around on something like that's shoulders instead.
Oh, that would be so nice on these old bones.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go prepare. When you're ready, you can come find me in my little hut, and we shall begin.
Fair enough.
And she kind of turns around with Mickey and
Well.
kind of heads towards her little hut to start preparing. And you guys have free range of Fort Knucklebone for the time being. And you see numerous individuals kind of wandering around. You do see the Kenku. They're back at that one vehicle they were hammering on. You also see Mickey kind of follows her for a little bit and kind of just sits on a stool outside of her hut and just starts staring up at the sky and kind of like sucking on his fingers.
Baby.
There are some imps running around, 2 imps kind of floating around and bickering. There's a flame skull that's kind of just floating around and just floating around. You can also recognize those old men with their hats. There's more of them inside moving around, just kind of bickering with one another. And they're also kind of trying to avoid these other ones that look a little different. They kind of look like the strange old men, but without the facial hair. They look more nefarious looking, and their hats are just soaked with blood and dripping with blood, and same with their jaws. You also see just numerous of these metallic infernal vehicles lying about.
Okay. Are there many like parts and bits and pieces lying around?
There is not.
Ah.
But it easily looks like the 2 Kenku, Chukka and Clonk, are looking at this machine they're trying to fix, and they're bickering. And it looks like they're looking for a part that may be missing. In the distance, they're about 30 feet away, and they're just like, "Wah! Deliver!" Just squawking to one another.
Sephron's gonna go over to him.
Okay.
And what have we here?
Now work!
Doesn't work. Can Sephron kind of, at a glance, see what might be wrong, or at least how it works?
Give me an investigation check.
Can do. Investigation. All right. Well.
And so you take 10 minutes to start looking over this vehicle. As you're looking at it, this looks like the vehicle. I'm gonna pull it up to give you a better description of what we're hammering on. It's gargantuan in its size. It's massive. It looks like it weighs upwards of 12,000 pounds. It's a huge vehicle. On the back of the vehicle, there's a large wrecking ball. And on the front, there's a massive set of chomping teeth almost. And on either side of the vehicle are large 3 are large wheels that look like the size of like this. Sorry, they're like large spiked wheels. And the gears on it look like the gear on it. You can see the main gear. Looks like it is composed of the spikes of a Hezru demon. And it seems to like surge with demonic energy.
Interesting.
And after about 10 minutes, what'd you get on your Arcana or Investigation?
19.
19. Yeah, so if immediately, like, you look through the 10 minutes, you're an artificer, you're kind of known that you build stuff and whatnot. And you can tell that the gear is most likely the problem.
It seems that the gear is what is keeping this from working.
Oh, excellent, excellent! And the cutter, you get rid of magic?
Sadly, I do not possess that spell.
Oh.
Do not believe. Kronda. He kind of calls out to Kronder.
Muted.
Oh, I guess not there. Salen?
Huh? Yeah? Sorry, what?
It's okay. Would you happen to have something for dispelling magic?
I do not.
Darn.
Yeah. I mean, if we have a couple hours, I could do it tomorrow morning if we, you know.
I don't think we'll be here that long.
I mean, maybe we could be if it means getting this thing up and running.
That could be.
But now, do we really want to be shoveling hot, fresh souls into the mouth of some mechanical hell beast? Is that really?
Well, if they're already dead.
We're not giving this to you.
Yes, we are
no,
just
not
fixing
this
it.
one.
They did say they'll come in coin shapes, so at least we won't be shoveling anything.
There's Kronda.
Hey, you two don't happen to recognize. He's gonna turn to Chalk on Clock. You two don't happen to recognize this flying elephant over our shoulder, do you?
Yeah, we do. It's Lulu.
You do recognize her.
Yeah.
Could you, she seems to have lost her memories. Do you think you can help?
Man, Maggie's helping with that, with the ritual.
Yeah, I think Lulu is in good hands. In the meantime, Kronda.
Oh yeah.
Do you happen to have a method for dispelling magic?
Oh yeah.
Oh, there you go.
How advantageous. Would you mind? And she's going to point to the offending gear.
Oh, I can only disrupt somebody else's magic as they're casting it.
So that wouldn't work very well. Do you have a replacement gear for this?
No.
You
Yeah.
have some.
Sorry.
Do you have some? Do you have somewhere I can start smacking on things? I might be able to make you one.
No.
Well, that's unfortunate then.
And based on your check, Zephyrin, you would also know spells such as, dispel magic, protection from evil or good, or other methods may work.
Okay.
I could acid arrow it.
That won't work. That won't work.
That won't work.
Oddly enough, would lesser restoration work?
I don't know.
For me, that is relatively... The reagents for that portion are relatively rare, but
You would know probably not, because I believe Lesser Restoration has to be cast on a human, on a
Probably not.
creature. Yeah.
It is unfortunate. Well, the most I can do would be to detect the magic, which is rather useless in this scenario.
I can do that.
Yeah. Well, at least you know what is wrong. Perhaps Maggie would be able to assist you once she is done with our
good
friend.
idea. Good idea. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
And they just go back to tinkering with the machine.
There, we already have a favor in our favor.
Yeah, I mean, if Maggie ends up taking 8 hours or more, tomorrow maybe.
Could be.
I don't know. This place is a lot.
It is. It is. How offended do you think Mother Maggie would be if I joined her in her workspace?
I mean, there's only one way to find out truly.
She
I
likes
think
to
you
work
should go
alone.
for
She
it.
works to work alone.
Darn.
There are
Oh.
2 ways to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, because I mean, I've heard stories of the sorts of tinctures and potions and such that hags often have access to. So, bit of curiosity on my part.
Yeah.
But
I don't know why you'd want to know anything about hags.
well, they are powerful creatures.
I want to know everything about everything.
While you guys are kind of talking by this machine, you notice that these creatures with the hats on, both the one with beards and actual like gnomes, and the weird, like more sinister looking ones, are kind of pointing at Mickey, who's sitting on a crate, and they're kind of singing about him. You can't understand what they're singing. Actually, anyone who knows, what's the language I'm thinking of? Give me a second.
Sylvan?
Sylvan?
Yes, Sylvan.
Yeah.
Anyone who knows Sylvan can basically their song is like, big old Mickey, lumbering buffoon, big boning head, stupid. They're just kind of mocking the way he moves and singing and doing a little hopping dance.
That is just so mean.
What?
Can you understand them?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I wish I didn't.
What are they saying?
They're making fun of Mickey's size and shape and gait and all that.
Well, that's not very nice.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, is it accurate? He is rather large and lumbering.
Well, I don't think Mickey asked to be from demon parts.
Undead Salimar.
Hey, red caps. I'm gonna start lumbering over.
They kind of just stare at you.
Salem's gonna follow.
Why are you being so mean?
Sorry.
You know, you should be apologizing to Mickey, not to me.
Sorry. And one of them kind of holds up a severed finger towards you, Kronder. You want it? It's a gift.
Thanks. I'll stash it in one of the pockets of.
Hey! And then it starts having like a very large kind of public meltdown. He stole my finger. Stole it. And all the other red caps go, oh!
Would I have seen any of these guys
Nope.
before?
Nope.
No. Any of
Stole?
these kinds of things?
No. Stole it! You stole my finger!
I can steal your life too, you little fuck.
You're fun.
So are you, kid.
I'm not a kid.
Not a kid.
Crunda, would you mind giving me the finger for a moment?
It's my finger now.
Yes, but we could have a little bit of fun if they're going to be like this.
Okay.
We can hear you. We're right here.
Yeah, we know.
So
You're
you're
gonna-
going to be like that.
Evidently. And she's going to cast Mage Hand and just carry the finger all the way up to the ceiling and dangle it there.
What's that for?
Yeah,
what's
you
that
want
for?
it?
Nah, it's fine.
Oh, moving things. Fair enough. She'll return the finger. Or later.
And they just go back to doing their little song and dance, making fun of Mickey. Back in, this time in common.
I don't think I like these things.
Fair weird.
No.
Big old Mickey
if I
boning
killed some of them?
head. Big old Mickey boning head.
I don't understand why Mickey doesn't just.
Simply crush these tiny little things.
He's too nice and sweet. He's a lumbering oaf. He wouldn't harm a fly. That's why we make fun of him. No consequences.
Interesting.
What are the odds you think Maggie would let me kill some of them?
I mean, I was just gonna ask.
Just like I learned a new spell the other day,
It's just a little dead.
Perhaps-
and I would love to
Perhaps-
try it out.
Perhaps wait until our friend is done.
All right.
Then if they happen to have, an accident.
I mean, I was just hoping we could find something to do.
Then how about the others, you lazy buttholes? And they kind of wander off laughing.
I don't like it here.
I'm gonna go sit with Mickey.
It's a
I'm
no.
real tired. Oh gosh.
So Kroner, you kind of wander over to Mickey, and he's sitting on this box, looking up at the sky, and still sucking on his fingers, and just moaning the entire time. Just,
Oh, I just choked on the accent so hard.
Nice.
Oh no.
So you kind of get up to Mickey, and he's just kind of sitting there, just kind of staring off into space, just going.
I was gonna sit with him and read my book.
Okay. As you kind of approach him, you heard the song and dance. You're kind of closer to him now. Give me an insight check.
Oh. Oh. 11.
11. You have no idea why they're making fun of him or what they're talking about with his bone in his head. And he just sits there kind of staring at the sky and just moaning.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess Salen will go try and talk to Mickey, see if Mickey like speaks Infernal or anything.
Okay.
Is that Abyssal?
Looks like he doesn't understand what you're trying to talk to him about. Just,
I don't think I can do anything about Infernal Structs.
give me an insight check as well.
Okay. That might be it. Oh, hey, 26.
Damn.
You can see there's a weird bone fragment kind of stuck in the back of his head. And that's
Huh.
maybe what the dance and song was about, and why he might be acting so weird, like limping and moaning or hopping and moaning when he moves around.
Yeah.
And he's just.
Does it look like something that I could yank out? Or does it look like
You
kind
can,
of like
you can certainly try, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I still have Mage Hand.
Yeah, Saffron, do you want to try to pull this out? Mickey,
Like he can't even understand
No?
what you're saying.
Oh,
You never know.
rough.
And Saffron will use Mage Hand to attempt to
Medicine check.
medicine check.
Good thing I'm not doing this.
Okay. That is 18.
18.
Oh.
The mage hand slowly but gingerly pulls out the bone fragment, and Mickey immediately stops moaning and stands up and starts walking around without having to hop, and just looks like he's very happy. He's like clapping his hands.
Yeah. There we go.
How
Saffron
long was that bone in your head, Mickey?
Still doesn't understand you.
Okay.
Saffron will bring the bone down, and is there like, does it seem like enchanted at all, or is
No,
it just
looks like a piece of bone that was just lodged in his head.
Huh.
And the red caps kind of look like they're angry that they can no longer make fun of them. They're just like, nah! They're fuming in the distance.
No. And as a favor,
Nice
racking
place.
them up.
And I'll say that took about probably, just to do all this and kind of wander around, about an hour and a half. And at this point, Mad Maggie kind of walks out of her tent and goes, "Ritual's ready."
Oh, that's
goody.
good.
Good. That's so exciting.
I mean, we're great at rituals.
Oh, I love rituals.
And she sees that Mickey isn't no longer like hopping and moaning. She's like, "Oh, wonderful. Who do I have to thank for this?"
Saffron will hold up the bone spur.
Wow. Well, thank you. Wonderful.
Yeah, was it just hard to reach, or
Didn't even know it was in there.
Huh.
now it is out? It was at the base of his skull.
Just so you know, he's a flesh golem, so if you try talking to him, he only understands what I say to him.
Oh.
Gotcha.
Oh,
That would
cool.
make sense.
I really want to learn that.
It
And
would
she's
be
like,
useful.
"All right, let's go." And she walks into her tent.
Well, looks like we are helping with this one as well. Hopefully there are
All
no
right,
wisps
let's
this
get in
time.
there.
Go.
All right.
No wisps is a good amount of wisps.
So what we're
Yeah.
going to be doing is I'll be performing a ritual that'll create her dreamscape, which you can enter and learn information we need. And on the floor, you see what looks to be a fiendish kind of circle, and there are 7 black cushions arranged in the center. Lulu, she points at Lulu. "Lulu, you need to be on one of the cushions." And Lulu kind of does it with a bit of trepidation, but she kind of flies over and sits on one of the cushions. And then Maggie then places 2 skulls on the circle, and she says, "My sisters won't care if I pick their brains a bit about this problem." And then she kind of gestures to the others. "Take a seat, please, on one of the cushions."
Does Mad Maggie seem like she's trying to harm Lulu?
Insight check.
Okay.
Can I do an Arcana
Ooh,
check
that's a 2.
to
Nope.
see if this
All right, let's do it.
ritual seems like it's up to snuff and is gonna do the thing she claims?
Sure.
I'll help. Well, I say I'll help. I'll make that roll too.
Okay.
Nope.
24.
It does seem like it. She doesn't seem like she's been nefarious in any way since you've arrived, so you have no reason to kind of doubt what she's doing.
Yeah. No, Maggie seems legit. She reminds me of my dear old gran.
Oh,
All right, everyone. Take up your places in the circle.
Oh, I recognize those runes. Yeah, she's legit.
Oh, yeah. I mean, as legit as my gran was. Maybe more.
I feel like your grand may have not been that legitimate, but
It actually pretty legit.
Fair enough.
Morris is just gonna have himself a nice little sit down.
Right. And
So-
after you... Go ahead.
Zephyrin will kind of lay down, have Schwartz in her lap.
Okay. Does everybody sit down?
Yeah,
Yes.
Salem's gonna sit down.
Okay. She kisses the two skulls on the head. All right, sisters, let's do this. And those of you who have knowledge of hags, which I assume a few of you would, you assume these other two are definitely just part of her coven, and she's most likely alone now. And as you all take your places, close your eyes, keep them closed. This should be about 10 minutes, this ritual, in and out. So eyes closed, keep them closed. You don't want them to melt out of your head. That won't happen. Just keep them closed. You're technically going to be
Okay.
dreaming, so...
Sounds good.
Anyone joining this circle will be connected by a telepathic bond, so you can speak in each other's minds. And to do that mechanically, so I know you guys are talking in your head. Well, while you're in the dream, it's all going to be in the head, so it doesn't matter. If anyone leaves the circle, the ritual's going to fail, and I'll have to start it over again. So don't leave the circle.
Okay.
And she starts initiating the ritual, and as the ritual begins to start, you all immediately sense this telepathic bond forming in your minds between yourselves, Mad Maggie, and Lulu. And you can't hear thoughts, you can't sense what they're thinking, you can just kind of speak to each other this way. And while your eyes are closed, you all you sense a brilliant fat flash of light and then darkness, and a tingling sensation sweeps over your bodies as vibrant rainbows appear within your minds. And you see Lulu's first dream unfold. You don't see Mad Maggie in the dreamscape, though, but you can hear her disembodied voice whenever she speaks. And as this rich, radiant light of 100 dancing rainbows slowly dissolves, warm sunlight fills the area. Within that space, Lulu flies lazily in a lush meadow at the shoulder of a beautiful blindfolded angel. Lulu is also not in the dream? No, Lulu is there, okay. Within the space, the dream version of Lulu flies lazily. No. Yeah. Lulu flies lazily in a lush meadow at the shoulder of a beautiful blindfolded angel. As the pair strolls through the tall green grass, the voice of the hag fills your mind. Push through the vision. It only represents what Lulu wishes was true. We need to see more. And I need everybody to make intelligence saving throws.
Oh.
Yikes.
Okay. Oh, this is something I'm proficient in. Yay. 12.
Oh my god, I'm rolling really poorly today.
Okay, so Sephirin got a 12. What did Kronder get?
Also a 12.
12, okay. What did Mortis get?
What am I doing?
Intelligence
Sorry.
saving.
Intelligence saving throw.
Yeah, that's a 5.
That's a fail. And what did Salen get?
Did I get the highest? I'm dumb, y'all. I got a 15.
15. The DC was a 10.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mortis, however, as this kind of happens, you feel the sharp stabbing pain in your brain, and you take 10 points of psychic damage. However, everyone else kind of succeeds on pushing the dream through, and the sunny meadow fades to black, and the dream sequence progresses towards the next dream. And you guys see a flame-encircled battlefield appears, a barren hellscape. At the center of the circle, Lulu and the angel lie unconscious and prone, horribly injured. You see yourselves standing in defense of Lulu and the angel, facing outward as 6 small, spine-covered devils creep closer. In the distance, a formation of battered and retreating human warriors disappears through a portal. The devils! Hisses Maggie's disembodied voice. You must defeat those devils! And I need everybody to roll initiative. And you notice Lulu isn't in the dream per se. It's just her manifestations. You guys are.
Okay.
Cool.
And yeah, 6 of these small spine devils, the ones that have, like, you guys have fought before numerous times. Well, you just recently on the board.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll get you guys to tell me that in 1 second. Um, yeah,
What I got?
haven't taken any psychic damage in the dream. You guys start at full hit points, but unfortunately Mortis does not, because he has taken psychic damage while inside the dream. Okay, then.
That is a terrible way to start. How much psychic damage did I take?
10.
10 psychic damage.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's go. Alrighty, for initiative. Oh, wrong campaign. I was going to ask Bernard Bunsen what he got, but this is a totally wrong campaign. Give me one moment, folks. Boop, 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 boop. I have to change the campaign this is for.
I can tell you that it was not good.
Excellent. We like to see that.
Yeah, I'm like rolling pretty on brand for an old man who is in hell.
There you go.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Mortis, what'd you get for initiative?
10.
10. Salen.
Boop boop boop. Where's my character sheet? I did very good. I actually got a 22.
22. Sephrin.
15.
15. And Kronder.
5.
5. Just like, oh, what? Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, let me just check something real quick. You are doing disadvantage on all your ability checks, right, Kronder? Because of
I am.
exhaustion. Cool.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
But my initiative roll was a 6 and a 5. So it's a 5.
So there you go.
So, it
Okay.
feels better to roll 2 bad ones than like 1 good one and 1 bad one, you know?
Yeah. All right. So, Salen, you and the party are kind of around, kind of standing in front of Lulu, the unconscious Lulu, and the angel. And you get the sense you have to defend them. And
Yeah.
the spine devils prepare to attack you all, but Salen, you are first.
Cool. So I'm gonna use my action to just throw a little moonbeam up on the closest spine devil.
Sure.
So it's gonna be a con save.
They're all grouped together.
Oh, okay. So anyone.
Doesn't Moonbeam have a radius?
It does. Yeah. It's just 5 feet. So.
Okay, so it'll hit 2 of them.
Cool.
So the first 2 need to make con saves.
Mm-hmm.
The first one got a 4, and the second one got a 6. Both fail.
Both fail.
So just.
Sweet. Yeah. So it's 2d10 radiant damage.
Yes, it is.
It's not gonna be great. That's only gonna be 5 radiant damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna bonus action turn into a big old palace cat.
All right, you turn into a big old palace cat. Anything else?
If I can use my movement to, get more in the way of the devils, I'll do that.
Sure.
All right.
Alright.
Yeah, that's gonna be it.
All right, that'll bring it to the devils that have just attacked you. Or you just attacked, and the one is going to fly right at you, Salen, and make 2 attacks. One with its bite and one with its demonic fork.
Okay.
So the bite attack is only a 9 to hit.
Boop 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 boop. Nope, does not hit.
And then it's going to spin around the fork and try to stab into you. And that is a 7 to hit.
No.
Alrighty, that'll bring it to the other one, who is going to shoot 2 tail spines at Sephrin. Just the first one is a 16 to hit.
Does not hit.
So you kind of duck as these spines just kind of fly past you and they disappear, like they weren't real.
All right.
And then the second one is only a 13 to hit, so both miss. Just, and that'll bring it to you, Sephrin.
Okay. Kind of look at the situation and goes, well, may as well have a little fun while we're here. She will take out what looks to be like, it's weird to say, but kind of like a glitter bomb, but filled with iron filings, kind of floating in this aqueous medium, she throws it over Salen,
Yes.
where it bursts.
Ooh.
And suddenly, Salen is twice as big. She's going to cast Enlarge on Salen.
All right. So what's the size of your? It's a palace cat, right? Is what you turned into.
Yeah.
So it's a
So it
tiger,
is
so medium.
technically
So
a
you're
tiger.
so large now.
Tiger's actually large.
Oh, tiger is large, so you're now
Yeah.
huge.
Yep, and that gives you another 1d4 when you deal damage.
So you guys see
Nice.
this massive giant tiger, well, not tiger, but palace cat,
Yeah.
now like 15 feet long, 15 feet tall, just appear and just.
And
Just, like,
also
cackling.
advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws.
Yep.
Just in case.
And I believe it's also no, it would be additional damage if there's a melee weapon, I believe.
Well, weapon enlarged. I mean, bigger paws, bigger claws, right?
Yeah, so the damage is also increased,
Yep.
I believe.
1d4 extra.
Yeah.
Yep. Anything else, Zephyrin?
Sweet.
That is it.
Excellent. That'll bring it to one of the
Love it.
other spine devils, who's going to fly towards Mortis and make 2 attacks, bite and fork. And as these devils are like flying past some of you to get to the others, no attacks of opportunity because they have flyby. And the one is going to try to bite Mortis. That is nope. And then the fork is going to try to stab into your face with this fork, and that is a 17 to hit. Does not hit, correct? Mortis?
You're muted.
AC 19.
Yeah, so no
Nice.
hit. Okay, cool. So yeah, it stabs you with this fork, and you're just like, it hits you in the cheek, but just doesn't pierce your skin. That'll bring it to you, Mortis. There is one directly in front of you, and all the ones kind of clustered together in front of the Salen and whatnot.
I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Magic Weapon on my silver longsword. So
Excellent.
it is a magic weapon, and then I'm going to attack the devil that is in front of me twice.
Go for it.
That is a 9.
9 does not hit. It kind of just flies out of the way and goes.
That is a 24 on the second one.
24. That definitely hits. As it's cackling, its eyes are closed, and then the second swing just connects.
That is 12 damage.
12 damage. Nice. You hit it because it goes. Anything else?
That'll be it for my turn.
All right, that'll bring it to Kronder.
Okay. So we're in like a circular kind of area.
Yeah.
So are all of the devils within 20 feet of each
Oh,
other?
of course. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Except the one that's in front of Mortis. Well, they're all kind of within 20 feet of each other, but there are your allies kind of also peppering that area.
Okay, great. I'm gonna cast. Okay, so very excited for this. I'm just gonna kind of look up to the sky with my little quarter staff that has a pretty large little crystal on the top of it, and kind of start rotating it in a circle, and cast Ice Storm.
Okay.
Ooh, nice.
So, hail of rock hard ice comes flying down in a 20-foot radius in a 40-foot cylinder.
Okay.
Every creature in it has to make a dexterity saving throw, except for the party plus Lulu.
And I'll assume the angel on the ground as well.
Nope. Fuck the angel. I can only do 5.
Okay. Interesting.
You can.
So that angel will automatically fail that and take a failed death save. It's a dex save.
Yes.
Okay, so the ones that are in front of Salem, they got peppered by the moonbeam. That one got a 17, and the one beside it got a natural 20.
Okay.
The one in front of Mortis got a 16.
Succeeds.
And the other 3 that are kind of haven't done anything yet get a 12, 11, and a 19.
Okay. So anything under 15 is going to take 5 bludgeoning damage
Okay.
and 8 cold damage, and then everybody else will take half of that.
All right. So what's the total on that then?
5 plus 8 is 13.
Okay. So 8, 5 plus 8. Okay. So they appear to kind of shrug off the cold damage. And the cold we said was 8, right?
Yeah, the cold is 8.
Okay, so the ones that failed take 9 total damage. Okay.
Also, any of the devils that started their turn in the moonbeam needed to make the con save.
Yeah, they haven't started their turns yet.
Okay, cool.
And then half of 9 for the ones that saved is rounded down 4. Okay. Nice. Alrighty. Anything else, Kronder?
No.
Oh yeah, and the angel takes fails a death save. Just kind of peppers into the angel on the ground, and it just goes.
Yeah, I can only protect the 4 or the 5.
All right, and that's it. Everything.
Yeah.
Okay. The one of the spine devils is going to look at you, and 2 tail spines at you.
Okay.
And you do have major armor still up. The first one was only an 8 to hit.
Misses.
Second one is a 11 to hit.
Also misses.
Yep. And one of the other ones is going to fly over to you and do a bite attack.
Okay.
Fuck, I'm rolling real bad on that dice. Dice jail, because that's a 6 to hit. And then going for the fork, that's a natural 20. Just and stabs into your little old man face.
Ah.
Natural 20s, and with my rule set, it's always max plus rolled. Well, there's no modifiers to their attacks anyway, because they're weak little guys. So you take a total of 11 piercing damage from that fork. Just stabs into your face. Just.
Oh, fuck. Ow.
And that'll bring it to the final spine devil, who's also going to fly over to you, Kronder, and do the same thing. Bite, and then the fork.
Okay.
So the bite attack is a 17 to hit.
Shield.
Okay. And then it goes with the fork, which is a 13 to hit. That does not break through a shield. So
Is not.
that'll bring it back to the top with Salin.
Okay, are any of the devils still in the moonbeams?
Oh yeah, two
Okay,
of them.
cool.
The 2 of them that got hit by it before.
Sweet. So I'm not going to move it.
Okay.
Instead, I'm going to take a claw attack at one of the ones that's all up in my face.
Go for it. Those are the ones that are in the moonbeam. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sick. That is going to be a 19 to hit.
19 hits.
Mm-hmm. So that's going to be 1d10 and also an additional d4.
Yes, because of enlarge.
Sweet. All right, that is going to be 9 points of magical claw damage.
Plus
All
the
right.
1d4.
Yes.
Okay.
I got
Sure.
a 1.
So you reach forward and
Yeah.
just slash into the spined devil. Anything else?
No,
All right.
not just yet.
Alrighty. So the one you just slashed at needs to make a con save for Moonbeam. That is a 3.
Mhm.
And I'll just roll the second one
Fail.
now too for the other spine. Oh yeah, no, yeah, on the service turn, so not yet. With this roll damage, you got a 3.
Ooh, that's pretty good. That is going to be 13 points
13.
of radiant damage.
Yeah, it lets out a scream, just and just falls to the ground dead. Does not discorporate, but just falls to the ground dead because this is a dream.
Mhm.
Now to bring it to the next one, who also needs to make a con save, and that is a 9. Damn,
Fail.
not rolling great.
Dice jails. Ooh, hey, that's double sevens. 14.
Wow, it had 13 hit points. So that one also falls to the ground dead.
Yeah.
And that'll bring
You're
it to...
just this like big cat like hissing and spitting.
Yeah, that'll bring it to Sephirin. There's one in front of Mortis that looks like it's barely standing, and the other 3 that are left kind of look like they're okay, but they're also swarming the wizard.
Okay, so how far away from us is the angel?
You guys are like within 5 feet of her. You're kind of standing around her. Yeah.
Fair enough. So with the action, Sephron is going to cast Acid Splash at the 2 that are attacking the wizard.
Oh, there's
So
3
they need to
attack.
make-
3. Oh yeah, I know. Well, only 2 of them flew up at it. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, 2.
All right, go for it.
All right, so that is a Dex save.
Okay. The
Both
first
of
one
them.
got a 19, and the second one got a 8.
So one succeeds, one fails.
So the one that failed is the only one that takes damage.
Okay, that is 12 points of acid damage.
Ooh, nice. That one
Nice.
is not looking great now. It's just a vial of acid just.
And then as a bonus action, so in my head this probably looks way cooler than it really would. So like with one hand she kind of hurls the acid over towards the wizard. The other she tosses another vial over to the angel, which kind of shatters and briefly bathes her in kind of a nice holy divine light. She's going to use a bonus action to cast Healing Word.
Nice.
Nice.
So that is, and this is at first level.
Okay.
That is 6 points of healing.
All right.
Nice.
To the angel.
Yep.
You cast a spell, but she does not become conscious.
Okay. Oh, worth a shot.
Almost like she's not really there.
Well,
But
It's still the right thing to do.
yes. Anything else?
that's her turn.
Alrighty, that'll bring it to the spine devil in front of Mortis. That's kind of like feebly trying to flap its wings and stay afloat, or stay hovering. And it's going to do the bite attack on Mortis. Miss. That's a 10. And the fork attack is a 5. That one is also going into dice jail. Bringing it to Mortis.
Morris is just gonna smack him around again.
Go for it.
First one is dirty 20.
That definitely hits roll damage.
5 plus 4, that'd be 9 damage.
Alright, you swing your weapon and smack the devil and cut it in half because it only had 1 hit point.
Yes.
And as half of these devils have fallen now, the battlefield fades to black as the dream sequence proceeds. None of you heal at the end of the dreams, by the way. And those of you that are conscious at the end of each dream, carry on to the next one. And this time you see a landscape filled with thick, black smoke, and the smells of death and decay expands to encompass everything. The small devils that survived the previous dreams, the other 3 spine devils, kneel before you and offer to serve you if you spare their lives. Please save us. We didn't mean to hurt you. Please spare us. We'll help you if you let us live.
How will you help us?
At the best of our abilities.
I think we could use some allies.
That seems fair.
Am I still a giant cat?
Yes, so you can't talk.
Okay. Yeah, Salem is just gonna like hiss and like big arched back mad cat.
Fluffy tail.
Yeah, bottle tail.
You will serve us. One step out of line,
Yes,
and you will be ground under our heel.
fair enough. And the 3 of them fly away. And as you guys have made your choice to dream again, this dream fades to black. And you now wander a vast barren landscape of utter devastation. Black sludge rises rapidly out of the ground, enveloping your feet and gripping you tightly, overwhelming you with a horrible sense of loss. Don't let the sludge consume you, says Mad Maggie's disembodied voice. You must push through her defenses. She must look. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Ooh.
And each of you are automatically restrained by this black sludge.
Ooh,
So add
okay.
add the restraint condition to all your character sheets. But I need everyone's initiative rolls. So let's go first with Mortis. What did you get for initiative?
Oh. 5.
5. Oof. And then we'll go to Kronder next.
8.
8. Oh
We
dear.
moving up.
Sephrin.
15.
15. And then Salen.
19.
19.
Assuming I'm still a giant cat.
You would be.
6.
So, yeah, you're restrained by this sludge. And I need you to make a athletics or acrobatics check at the start of your turn. But as you kind of are about to try to break free, Salen, you watch the spine devils kind of swoop down and try to help pull you free. You have advantage on the athletics or acrobatics check.
Oh, that's cute. All right. The first one's pretty good. The second one's worse. So that is going to be a 19.
A 19.
Athletics. As a cat.
So you free yourself from the sludge, rising up into the air quickly, and you shake off that sense of horrible loss. For the rest of the dream, you can do nothing but use the help action to help another character escape from the sludge.
Okay.
Which is probably not really going to help much because the devils are here to give advantage. So, either way,
yeah.
That'll bring it next to Sephrin. I need an athletics or acrobatics check as well as the devils come over to try to help pull you free.
Okay.
Do you get advantage on an athletics or acrobatics check?
Okay, we'll go with acrobatics because of the 2, that's the one I have a +1 in.
Go for it.
Ooh.
With advantage.
Both are a 14.
14. You try. You're still restrained by the sludge. So that's the end of your turn, essentially.
Okay, fair enough.
That'll bring it to Kronder. The devils now fly over towards you. And they try to help pull you free. Athletics or acrobatics check with advantage.
Okay, but is Salen within 30 feet of me?
Is Salen within 30 feet? Yes.
I'm going to Misty Step onto Salen's back.
Okay. You are free
wait.
from the...
Can I use my Spring Eladrin? Wait, no, I can only help.
You can only help. Once you're freed, you can only help.
Okay.
Only use the help action. So yeah, Kronder, you are free by using your Misty Step.
Thank goodness.
Oh.
You're a good one.
Misty Step, is that an action or a bonus action?
It is a bonus action.
So you have to use your action to try to free from the sludge. You can't use your bonus action yet. You have to try to at least break free first.
Okay, I will try to break free first.
Yeah.
So it's just a straight roll?
With advantage because of the fiends.
Well, because
trying to pull you out.
Exhausted, right?
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Oof.
Yeah, it's a 12.
Yeah, so you don't break free, but then you just Misty Step out?
Yeah.
Okay. That'll bring it to Mortis. I need an athletics or acrobatics check with advantage as the devils now fly over towards you to try to pull you out.
Well, athletics or acrobatics?
Yes, with advantage.
Oh boy. Alright, I have proficiency in athletics, so let's go with that.
Got this.
22.
You pull yourself up and you're freed. You rise into the air. You can only give the help action on your turn. Now to help. Which means will bring us to the one who did not free themselves. Sephrin, I need another athletics or acrobatics check with advantage as the devils fly back over to try to pull you free.
Okay, 19.
19 succeeds. You get pulled out. None of you take the severe psychic damage you would have gotten if you failed after your first one. And you all get to the next dream.
Salen is going to give everyone like just big kind of headbutts and like brushes.
Okay.
I'm still
Like
like
a
sitting
little
on
pet.
top of you and just like patting your head like, you're a good one. You're a good one.
Ears kind of flattened.
All right. Lulu rests on a black cushion at the center of an inky void. She's unconscious and alone, a beam of brilliant white light shining down upon her. Next to Lulu, a large gleaming brass spyglass rests atop an ornately carved tripod. Lulu awakens and looks peacefully around her. Seeing the spyglass, she approaches it and pressing one eye against the eyepiece. Lulu then steps back suddenly, eyes wide, mouth open, her face alight with excitement. She cries out, "The sword! The sword! I know where it is!" And as the dream ends, you guys and Lulu wake up in the ritual space, and Lulu can barely contain her joy at rediscovering this where the location of the sword is. She's flying around, zooming around, just so happy. Mad Maggie is there, and she's oozing contentment.
That was really well done.
We have to go to the Bleeding Citadel. We have to go to the Bleeding Citadel. That's where the sword is.
That
Okay.
doesn't sound like a good name.
No.
Nothing here would be a good day. Let's face facts here.
Do I know anything about the Bleeding Citadel?
Give me a history check.
Can I do it later?
If you want to do it later.
When I'm not exhausted.
Okay, so you don't do it right now. You think about it, and you're like, maybe later.
Yeah, I'm gonna read my books.
Okay.
Sure.
That went very well, and also thank you for helping my troops. She looks at you all and says, "You're going to be dealing with devils, and I see that one of you already has a silvered weapon. Would the others like silvered weapons?
Yes.
What would you like?"
Would you happen to have crossbow bolts that are tipped with silver?
Yes, and she gives you 20 silvered crossbow bolts.
Oh.
Excellent.
And she looks at Salen. Silvered weapon?
I don't really use weapons.
Yeah, so when you come out of the dream, anyone who took damage in the dream is back at full health and everything.
Oh,
Okay, cool.
dope.
Yeah, because it was only in the
It's
dream
not
when
like
that happened.
that wasn't a third of my health.
Yeah. And Salen is obviously no longer a cat, which
Oh.
means it didn't
Aw.
use up one of your wild shapes when you leave the
Oh,
dream.
well, let
Okay.
me.
Any spells
uncheck
cast in a
that.
dream, I'm going to say, aren't cast.
Ooh.
Good.
Um,
Uncheck
Okay.
that on
And
D&D
she's-
Beyond.
and she's going to look at Cronder and say, silver weapon?
I don't really think so.
Okay. And she also gives you guys 3 of these 5-inch across, inch thick infernal iron coins. And she hands them to Sephrin. She hands you 3 soul coins.
So these are what you were talking about.
Yes. You use those to power infernal machines, which means I can help you all. I can give you one to make your travels quicker.
What would be the best way to collect more of these soul coins?
Making deals with devils, finding them, that kind of stuff.
Okay, if we were to kill some devils, would we be able to find them?
You'd have to have knowledge of making soul coins, which not many
But
people do.
they don't just keep them on them.
Some of them do.
That's all I need to know. Time to start squishing.
Okay.
Maybe I can be like a very large ape and grab him by the ankle and just
Shake them. Yeah, that
Shake
sounds
'em.
good.
yeah.
That sounds.
Oh,
So as you guys are like getting ready to leave, she leads you over to one of these large infernal war machines. And I'm gonna just pick one that makes the most sense.
Go on, that makes the most noise. That's
No. One that's not gonna make you guys overpowered, essentially.
aw.
No.
Okay, so let's see here. Let's give you one that's gonna be fun. That's like a big old. It's like a big old motorcycle. Cool. She leads you over to this one infernal machine, and it's on the front of it. It has these scythes, that kind of look like they rake the ground, and like just they protrude from the front of this machine. They're massive. On the back, there's a large hook, and there's also a harpoon launcher, a harpoon flinger on the front of this infernal war machine.
Oh, cool.
It looks like a big infernal dune buggy, bladed iron wheels, and it can fit up to 4 medium creatures. And she says, does this work for you?
This is so nice of you.
Yes. It should work fairly
Okay.
well.
So, I should teach. And have you driven one of these before?
No, never. Not once in my
Okay,
entire life.
I can kind of look at you all and kind of assume that.
Yeah.
So there are stations that one of you can occupy at a time. There's the helm. Basically, you're the driver. Generally, it's preferred you know how to use land vehicles, but it's fine.
Might be a spot for the gnome.
So basically, if you're the driver, you can drive. And after the session, I'll be posting this whole section in the Discord chat, so you guys can kind of get the ideas of how these work.
Okay.
Because it just would not make sense for Mad Maggie to explain D&D mechanics.
Yeah.
So there's a driver. You're the one that's in charge of inserting the soul coins to power it. Or if you have a flask of demon ichor, so basically the blood of demons also will work.
Oh, that I didn't know that. That sounds even much easier to obtain.
The engine at the heart of every war machine has a furnace fueled by these soul coins that I gave your tiefling friend.
Or demon ichor.
Yes, demon ichor is a little different.
All my life, people have been telling me not to scoop up random goo.
Well, that's the story of all our lives.
We should be scooping up random goo.
At the helm is a slot where you put these coins in.
Okay.
They tumble into a furnace and burn. A soul coin is burned instantly and allows the vehicle to power. It depends on how long it's powered. One charge is 24 hours, 2 coins, 48 hours, 3 coins, 72 hours, blah, 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 blah. No amount of divine intervention can save a soul destroyed by an infernal furnace. And regardless of the size, it can hold any number of souls. That said, when you feed a soul coin to an infernal machine, the sounds of theirs and screams of their anguish is pretty loud and audible, up to about 60 feet, we've found. And if you have demon ichor, you can pour a flask of demon ichor into one of the machines, and you can increase its speed by 30 feet. So basically increases double the speed, or increase the speed by 30 feet for a minute. And just that said, if you try to do it that way, there is a chance that the vehicle might have a mishap and you all could have some accidents. Like the furnace could explode or something. So be careful.
I was going to say, like an
Mad
explosive
Max
incident.
Yeah.
Nitro.
Yeah. So yeah. That's just so you have a driver. You need at least a driver. You could have somebody on. And, yeah. Also, if you're lucky, you can find people around the world that'll upgrade your infernal machine. If you come back here eventually after your travels, feel free to come back once we got more supplies and stuff, and I'll definitely help you kind of, help out with things. Yeah.
Yes, you've been very helpful. I have
What's
a question.
the cost?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. What's going on?
What do you get out of this?
Well, I just want exquisite emotional records of Zeriel's descent into what she has become. I just want artifacts. I seek artifacts that kind of are tied to her fall from grace, and I have a kind of lust for misery and a delight in those who are once valiant become corrupted. That's it. That's the reason. I just wanted to know. I just wanted to kind of be nosy.
I
You remind
respect
me
it.
so much of my granny.
How?
We, sounds like you might be interested in my story as well.
You can tell me when you get back. Lots of work to be done.
Sounds good.
That said, do you guys have food? Any food for your travels?
I think we might be running low.
Oh, okay.
I can make food.
Oh, you can make food.
I have one ration.
Well, it looks like your druid friend here can make food, so it's no
Oh,
worry.
We're
okay.
low on meat.
Meat.
I wouldn't mind some rations. You know, elves.
I don't exactly have meat, but I could give you some rations. I can give you 2 weeks worth of rations per each of you, so she can give you 8 weeks total of rations.
Please keep us from this elvish fare.
And she kind of hands this massive bag of just dried meats and fruits and no, not fruit, just mostly just dried meats and other things that have been kind of compacted into little cubes of just nutrients.
They do taste pretty awful, though, but they have their nutritional value, so.
I mean, passing up a perfectly good berry.
I've had enough hardtacks in my life. This won't hurt me none.
Also, while you're traveling the Avernian wasteland, demonic warlords.
Mm.
Basically, you just want to avoid. Well, if you see Ragadraga, tell him he sucks.
This is
He's a werebore. You can just tell him he sucks.
Ragadraga?
Ragadraga. There's also watch out for a horned devil called Bitter Breath. There's also a human named Fionor and a chain devil named Princeps Kovic. Just avoid them. They're very cruel and merciless, just as, you know, they're cruel and merciless. And they all kind of share this really gross survival of the fittest mentality.
Fair enough.
I don't know. Going around a hellscape and just telling people they suck kind of sounds like what I was meant to do.
Yeah, Ragadraga's a wiener.
I will tell him that to his face.
And she hands you the silvered crossbow bolts, 3 soul coins to Sephron, and she kind of just hands you guys the infernal machine known as a tormentor.
Okay.
And I will, who's going to be the driver? Because at least, you know what? I'm going to add the tormentor to all of your character sheets under extras.
Sweet.
So you guys can all kind of look at what it's up to. Because you're all getting it. And then again, after the game, I'll post kind of all the mechanics of the infernal machine in the group chat. So yeah, she kind of
metal as fuck.
So she kind of vehicle over, kind of mentions it, Chucka and Clonk, not on their approval for helping you with their issue, letting you guys know what's up with it. And those of you that were restrained, you can remove the restraint condition from your character sheets. I see some of you still have it on there. And I'll begin the process of adding the Tormentor to character sheets. I have just added it to Croner, Mortis. But yeah, anything else you want to do before you leave, feel free to do it while I do all this work for me.
I mean, I personally would like to see what that flame skull is doing.
Oh, Barnabas.
Yeah.
Nah,
I've never seen a flame skull.
go ahead.
Question.
Yes.
Do you have any components or creations of an alchemical nature?
Good question. Nope. Maybe. Hold on. Oh boy. Not exactly.
Unfortunately. Worth a shot. Worth a shot.
Oh, it looks so cool.
It looks very cool. Yeah, so basically a huge infernal dune buggy.
It's mainly used for like, raiding and scouting, but it should help you guys out. I was going to give you each one of like the infernal looking, and she kind of points towards these like infernal motorcycles. But it might help to have you all kind of together out there.
Yeah.
There isn't enough room to rest on one, but yeah, you guys can all kind of fit inside this thing. Okay, I've just finished adding Tormentor to everybody's character sheet. I'm currently adding it to Sephron's.
Okay.
So you guys can take a
It's
look over it whenever.
Pretty dope.
It is pretty dope. And yes, it's powered by soul coins, so whoever wants to be the driver, figure it out. And she's gonna give you guys kind of like a teary goodbye, like a teary wave, and go back to her hut and just start like doing her thing.
Cool.
What time is it?
Can't tell, because you're in hell.
How long have we been awake?
Probably with the walk and the dream, which was only 10 minutes, probably, I'll say 2 hours.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, hasn't been long at all.
I'm so exhausted.
Do we wish to perhaps give this thing a test run?
Considering that testing it out will literally mean that someone's soul will be destroyed forever, I say no.
Well, and we have to leave here eventually.
Right, and we'll leave here when we leave here, but I don't see the point of burning up someone's soul just so you can do some wheelies.
Well, we do have a destination.
Yes, the Bleeding Citadel. And
Which is where?
who has the map? I believe it's either Mortis or Salen. Okay. Either way, I'll say all of you can kind of take a peek at the map.
Sweet.
And where is
Lourdes
the
probably has the map.
Yeah, I don't think so. Has the map.
Okay, so looking at the map of Avernus, you guys are currently, well, obviously you can't see yourselves on the map because it's not on the map. Your location, current location is not mapped out. You kind of get the point. Whoever made this map has not been there before. Bleeding Citadel, Bleeding Citadel, Bleeding Citadel. Where is it on the map? Great, I don't see it on the map. So I'm gonna pull something up as Lulu kind of flies over and is gonna deliver some exposition then.
Ooh.
Okay, here we go. Apologies, folks. Man, oh man, I don't see it on the map. So there is no location on the map, I don't think. So basically you have a destination where you know where to go is the Bleeding Citadel. But you don't know where it is currently. You don't see it on the map or anything, and Lulu doesn't fully know the direction there 100%. She just knows that's where you need to go. But you guys have this map. You can choose your destination, essentially, where you guys want to go after Fort Knucklebone.
Let's say the map.
Oh, yeah, I need to switch you guys over to the map on Roll20, because I forgot, it's on the roll.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm just seeing ethereal.
Yeah, give me a sec, folks. Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't have it on Roll20 anymore. I will just link you guys the player version in Zoom chat.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
There we go.
Oh.
Okay.
Haha. Okay, sweet.
Great.
Oh,
Is there any?
Lulu kind of points on the map. Sorry. Yes, here we go. She points on an area on the map. Oh, this place looks familiar. It's called Haruman's Hill.
What's she pointing to?
And I will let you guys know in just a second.
Ooh.
Yeah, so she kind of like prods the map with her trunk.
She's so fucking cute.
So
there
adorable.
she
I can't
is.
deal with it.
Haruman's Hill. If y'all look on the map.
Mm-hmm.
What are we looking?
I'm scoping that thing.
Okay, cool. You should see what looks like in the river, the big river. Kind of look for two kind of look like battle axes in the water. They're very large.
Okay.
In the middle there?
Yeah, they're kind of near that volcano.
Yeah, they're
Yes.
sort of
Yeah.
near a little crouching shadow
Yeah,
thing.
up a little bit. You'll see what
Yeah.
looks like a ruined kind of building, like looks like bones, next to like a yellow weird thing. She kind of just points up the river a little bit from those infernal axes, kind of to the left of this volcano. And she goes, "That's Hiram's Hill. That's where I think we need to go."
So the kind of the cliff overlooking the river?
Yes.
Near that sort of big,
Yes.
chunky Hellraiser looking thing?
Yeah. She's pointing at
Okay.
Yeah, Hiram's Hill. That's where we want to go.
The person tree. Cool.
Oh.
Hiram's Hill.
Cool.
Seems we have a destination.
Yes.
Yeah, is there some way we can like triangulate, like from Fort Knucklebone? Can we see anything and figure out kind of whereabouts we are? Like, do we see, I don't know, a giant skull?
Well, you can see two paths.
Oh.
It doesn't. Oh, sorry, not really a path. More of a kind of. Well, let's see here. Well, we have a choice. Okay.
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 We have to go to Hiram's Hill first, though.
Mm-hmm.
And then there, I think we can figure out where to go next.
Yeah, it looks like a good vantage point anyways.
Oh.
Let's hope we're on that side of the river.
Yeah. We should be fine, I think. I'm most assuredly we're on the right side of the river.
Oh, that's good.
Well, then what if we just head back and follow the river?
We could do that.
Yeah.
Fair enough. That sounds like a good idea to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we'll be able to find those weird looking thingies. I want to call them trees, but they're probably not trees.
I would agree.
Follow them up to the top of the hill.
Okay, so that's where we have to go. The hill's pretty far away, so it's going to be a trip.
Okay.
Well, we have our vehicle.
Is anybody trained in using vehicles?
Oh no.
I got a good look at the insides, but I do not know how to drive these things.
I would have thought that'd be your specialty, being a gnome and all.
I mean, I'm pretty smart.
I mean, you want to take a peek at it, see if you can figure it out?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, you get to sit down while you drive, so I should
Yeah,
keep it
later.
on your old ones.
Oh, that'd be so nice. All right. Just like crack. Let's take a look at this bad boy.
You look in, and the driver's spice of the Tormentor is very obviously quaint. Oh no, I lost my spot. Yeah, it just got a driver station. There's another station that you can kind of sit in, and that launches. The driver is in control of everything: the weapons, the claws on front, and the driving of the machine. Beside this kind of driver station, in your little area, you see what looks like a little a wheel, levers, pedals, and other controls. You can kind of assume the wheel steers, the levers activate the harpoon slinger, and the mashing size on front. There's the pedals, which you can kind of assume one is maybe accelerate, one is maybe slow down.
Oh yeah, I can do this.
And
For sure,
beside
for sure.
the kind of the driver station is a little slot where you put the soul coins in.
Okay. Are we gonna head out?
We have a
Yeah,
full day ahead of us.
Might as well.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, hand over the coins, youngin.
Fair enough. Clink.
So as you hand over the soul coins to, I need to do something real quick.
Sure.
Okay. You hand over the soul coins to Kronder,
Mm-hmm.
and I need to check Kronder out. Oakley. Perfect. You hand the coins over to
Okay.
Kronder, and yeah, you have 3 soul coins now, Kronder.
Sweet.
Wait.
And before you guys you start getting climbing into the vehicle and whatnot, Mad Maggie kind of wanders over again and just says,
Also, you can use soul coins to do different stuff. If you're evil, you can carry as many of these coins as you want. Non-evil, you can carry a number of soul coins equal to your constitution modifier.
Cool.
And then basically, a non-evil creature carrying a number of soul coins greater than its constitution modifier has disadvantage on attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws. And you can use, you can drain the life from one of these things, and the coins have 3 charges if you're not using them to kind of steer vehicles. So you can use basically she says you can expend 1 charge from a soul coin to do one of the following: drain life, you siphon away some of the soul's essence and gain 1d10 temporary hit points. Or you can use query, you telepathically ask the soul a question and receive a brief telepathic response which you can understand. The soul knows only what it knew in life, but it must answer you truthfully and to the best of its ability. The answer is no more than a sentence or 2 and must be cryptic. So basically, both of those will use charges to do that. Once all 3 charges are expended, the soul basically leaves the coin and is destroyed. You can also free a soul if you want to, and soul coins are also a currency while you're down here, so demons will trade in them and whatnot. But yeah, you have these 3 soul coins. You can pop them in and begin to steer the machine.
I'll do it.
All right, so you put the coin in, and you just hear a tormented scream as the soul is just consumed, and the infernal machine, the tormentor, roars to life.
Cool. Interesting hunk of magic
This is
and metal
gonna be
here.
so much fun.
All right, so yeah, just
I'm gonna get in my little seat.
okay.
Can my little gnome feet reach the pedals?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let's go.
You all clamber into the
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So as you all kind of clamber into the infernal war machine, it is a little cramped. Like everyone has to kind of get their own separate little spaces. So you all can't see each other, but you can still talk to each other.
Okay.
But you can't see each other while you're in this machine. And yeah, it's roaring to life. Mad Maggie, or the Red Caps and the Mad Caps kind of open the gate so your war machine can actually drive out. Lulu is sitting in Kronder's lap so she can see and kind of tell him where to go.
Good. That's very nice.
Let's get this fucker rolling, bud.
And I will press on the one I assume is the accelerator.
Okay. Oh, yeah, so, sorry. You do not control the weapons. So who is going to be sitting... The driver doesn't, sorry. So who is going to be in the station for the harpoon flinger? The driver does control the raking scythes.
Okay.
Oh, the scythes are automatically on the front of the vehicle, so they automatically slice things up, so never mind. So this requires one person to be at the helm, and while you're at the helm, you have 3/4 cover, so it's not full cover, your head is still kind of exposed. And the harpoon flinger is only half cover, so when you're in the harpoon flinger, your upper half is completely exposed. So who's going to be in the harpoon flinger?
Mortis wants it so badly.
Okay, and there's also there's two kind of seats in the back, like the upper back. So we'll say Salen and Sephron are up in those seats.
Deal.
You just see Mortis. He's kind of got a polished cloth out. He's kind of polishing the harpoon thrower and making it look really nice for when he kills someone.
Okay, and you all have the vehicle now in your character sheets, so you can see the stat blocks. That way, if you get into combat with the vehicle, I don't have to tell you all the modifiers every single time. So yeah, the vehicle roars to life. Kronder, you can hear the soul screaming inside of it, and you have 24 hours of life, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep, 24 hours of power.
Cool.
Off we go.
All right. So the war machine, the tormentor, zooms out of Fort Knucklebone. Mad Maggie's just waving at you guys, tearful-eyed, because she loves you all. For some reason, she's crazy.
She's very sweet, and I would die for her.
She just loves suffering.
She's a night hag. She's great.
I love night hags.
She waves at you guys as you drive off, and the tormentor goes at a speed of 100 feet. It's got 100-foot speed, so it's just roaring. And very Mad Max, driving across this hellish, barren landscape. The dust is just like whipping past your hair. Kronder and Mortis, there are like fiendish kind of bugs that kind of splat all over your face. But you're just having a hell of a time. And as you guys kind of just roar off towards your destination at Harriman Hill, that's where we're going to end the session for the week.
Tight.
You guys have an infernal war machine.
Yeah.
Fun times.
Gonna like Mad Max her whole outfit up a bit.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I will post the summary rules of the war machines in the group chat on Discord. And
this is gonna be so much fun.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Wild.
I'm really excited. Okay. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll be back next Sunday with this continuation of this fun little thing we're doing here. We'll be back next week, obviously, for the continuation to see how things go. Maybe have some encounters on the open plains of Avernus. Maybe some vehicle-on-vehicle action. Who knows what's going to happen next week? And maybe we'll even have some vehicular mishaps, because no one is proficient in land vehicles, so it's going to be a lot of fun.
You have an artificer at least.
That's true. It's going to be a lot of fun. Just a note to everybody who's watching, our Wednesday games are not happening this week just due to some players being absent, and it's very important that those players are here for these games this week. So unfortunately, we will be having no games on Wednesday, but we'll be probably doing either a video game stream maybe, or just doing reruns of both of those games that we had last week. And then Thursday, again, no Thursday game this week as well. That'll probably most likely be a rerun or a one-shot for the Curse of Strahd crew.